This is Disney Springs, and if you're not familiar with Disney Springs, it's the shopping and dining district of the Walt Disney World Resorts. There are so many amazing restaurants and amazing foods that can be found right here at Disney Springs, but I'm gonna take $100 and I'm gonna show you guys in this video how to stuff your face by spending only $100 here at Disney Springs. Look at that cool balloon right there, that's kind of neat. I'm Dave Kaufman, and this is Dave Kaufman Eats the World. So right here at Glazed, we're gonna find one of the menu items here in Disney Springs that is a little bit unique and a little bit scary, actually. Wait till you see this. Right up there, the grilled cheese. Oodles of cheeses on a griddled sweet bun. I'm gonna get the grilled cheese. Do you want me to say that like cheese?
You don't have to.
No, I don't have to. Okay, good. Because I'm a little out of breath.
You're good.
All right.
Did you want to do that on the glazed donut or the regular bun?
Oh, the glazed donut.
Glazed donut.
Yeah.
Perfect. And what's the name for that?
Dave.
Dave, got you. Any Disney discounts today? Pass holder, cast member, military, anything like that?
As long as there's no follow-up questions, yes to all of it.
You're good.
So if there was a holy sandwich here at Disney Springs, this bad boy is it. It's so simple that it's almost genius. It's just a glazed donut cheese sandwich, but look at that ooey gooey cheesiness. It's just dripping with grease and that melted sugar. This is one of the most interesting foods that you're gonna find here at Disney Springs. I'm digging in. Not what I expected, actually. I expected it to be much more sweet. I expected that sweetness not to be complemented at all by the cheese. But it kind of works, actually. It's not so sweet. A lot of that glazed off the donut kind of melts off when they cook it. So you basically what you get is an unglazed donut cheese sandwich. Not very good cheese. It's almost like Velveeta. It's like slices of Velveeta. If they used like a good sharp cheddar or maybe even Colby, this would be a much better sandwich than it is. But using the cheapest kind of cheese that they can find really detracts from how amazing this actually could be. But it's really interesting. I expected to get a blast of sweetness and then have that cheese kind of cut the sweetness, but it doesn't. The cheese is really overbearing because it is such a low quality cheese. But again, it's almost just the guts of the donut because all of that glaze kind of melts off when they cook it. Yeah, I really am kind of disappointed by this. I was really expecting like all these different flavors, all these savory and sweet and conflicting flavors to just kind of assault my mouth, and it really doesn't. It's basically like you're eating a cheese sandwich made on a hamburger bun that somebody just kind of happened to spill some sugar on. Wow, I was looking really forward to this. Not really a hit. That's a bummer. So next up on our Disney Springs agenda is this restaurant right behind me. This is the Polite Pig. So here at the Polite Pig, I elected to get the Southern Pig. It's tender pulled pork, fennel apple slaw with a tangy mustard barbecue and a little touch of Duke's mayo, all served on a toasted brioche bun. And look at this, even before I pick it up, that sandwich is just oozing with those juices from that pulled pork. So it's not really a huge sandwich, but it is enough for lunch, for snack. Man, this looks so good. I'm going in, I'm taking a big old Mondo bite. So juicy. I can't stand the juiciness. That meat is so tender and so juicy, and if this was made with just regular barbecue sauce, it would not have that bite that having that mustard barbecue sauce does. That is the ingredient that holds this all together and makes this one of the most incredible pulled pork sandwiches that you're going to find here at Disney Springs. This is absolutely amazing, and then on top of that, you have all of that apple slaw, which is just a really awesome ingredient to add to a pulled pork sandwich instead of just ordinary coleslaw. Adding that apple slaw to this really adds that just burst of flavor to an already flavorful sandwich. And then look at this, they actually have whole slices of mandarin orange right on the sandwich. So not only is it really juicy and sloppy, because of that pulled pork and that apple slaw. But then you get that burst of citrus in there with those little slices of mandarin orange. This is one incredible sandwich, and definitely something that you have to put on your list when you come here to Disney Springs. Not only that, it's affordable. This was only 13 bucks. So this place right behind me is the Salt and Straw. This is one of the ice cream places that you're gonna find here in Disney Springs, but this place in particular has some pretty unique and kind of interesting ice cream flavors. Look at this, Kino Poached Pear Sherbet. Features cheese with apple pie cinnamon rolls. And then down here, look at this, salty donut guava and cheese ice cream. Arbacuca Nina olive oil. I gotta wait in line. We gotta go get some ice cream here. I'm gonna get a single cup of Kino Poached Pear Sherbet.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that. It doesn't, I kind of expected it to be like a green hue to it. It's more like a purple hue, but, well, that could be the Pinot. But I would think that with pear, it would probably be Pinot Grigio, not Pinot Noir. But now that I see that it's purple, I do believe that's Pinot Noir Poached Pear Sherbet. This could be really good. All right, $7.25. We got to pay right there, or we could just walk right out that door right there. Let's pay the lady. All right, we're just gonna stand right here in the corner and try this Pinot Pear Sherbet. Man, now that I have this out in the sunshine and I can really see those colors, look at that. That is purple. That is definitely Pinot Noir, which I'm not really a wine snob. Kind of am. But Pinot Noir, my favorite. So, Pinot Noir mixed with that pear. Let's dig in. Wow, that has all the flavor of a really good aged Pinot Noir. And right underneath that, you get that hint of pear. So this whole scoop of ice cream is like going to a wine party, having little slices of pears laid out, maybe a little cheese spread laid out, and drinking some really fine Pinot Noir. All of those flavors in one scoop of ice cream. I mean, with every taste, you really feel as if you're at some high-end bougie wine party. Again, with little pear slices, little cream to go with that pear, and a really fine bottle of Pinot Noir. This is really amazing. And for $7.25 for a scoop of ice cream, a little on the spendy side, yes, it is Disney, but for a scoop of ice cream this good, I would probably pay $7.75 instead of $7.25 for this. This is that good. It's kind of like you look around here and you see all the kids just enjoying themselves, but they're going a little nutso because it is Disney. But if I was a parent out here and I had a kid out here that was going a little nutso asking me for ice cream, I'd be like, sure, son, let's get you some ice cream with some wine in it. That'll calm you down a bit, and the kid gets some ice cream. I don't know. Parenting 101 sounds like a win-win to me. All right, so now that I'm done with that ice cream, look at that. It does say Pinot Noir, not Pinot Grigio. Pinot Noir with pears works. Pinot Grigio with pears works. I don't know. That was freaking delicious. All right, we're moving on.
One of the theme restaurants that you should definitely check out, if nothing more than just for the experience of going there, is TRex. It's a prehistoric wonderland of a restaurant featuring different sections that represent various times throughout prehistory, including an under-the-sea bar. Animatronic dinosaurs will greet you as you walk through this amazing restaurant. As you walk through this restaurant, you'll hear that iconic voice that proclaims, "We spared no expense." One of my favorite prehistorical periods is the Pleistocene, so I asked to sit in the ice cave.
Oh, we're going into the ice cave. Oh, this is absolutely perfect. Thank you. All right. I got my spot right here, right in this amazing ice cave. Holy crap, this place is so cool. So here at TRex, I'm only gonna go for an appetizer. There is a lot of food that we have to get through along this entire place, so we're gonna pace ourselves. We are going for the cheesy meatball skillet, and it's only $16.99. But this place is so amazingly cool. Even if you don't eat here, you just gotta step inside this place and see it. They even simulate a meteor shower in here once every so often. I don't know how often, maybe, I don't know, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes, that's the first one, so once every 15 minutes is my math on that, which I really can't do math. Let's get to the food. This appetizer is here, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna waste no more time and I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna start with a piece of the cheesy bread and I'm just gonna dip it in that sauce just to try that sauce out first. All right, let's try this out. All right, so my first take on this is that sauce is actually pretty bland. It tastes almost like it's just a canned tomato sauce. There's no spice to it, no Italian seasonings to it. It doesn't taste to me like anything other than canned tomato sauce, which is kind of disappointing actually. All right, so let's give what I hope is the star of the show of this appetizer dish. Let's give these meatballs a try here. Wow. I'm sorry to say, it's pretty underwhelming. There are no spices whatsoever. Usually meatballs should have some sort of spice, some sort of Italian seasoning, something that gives the meat a little bit of flavor, a little bit of bite. Unfortunately, this basically tastes like they just took little balls of ground beef, grilled them, put it in this canned tomato sauce, and put a slice of cheese on it. But what this place makes up for is the ambiance. They spent all their money on the ambiance, but with the food, sorry to say, it's just a little underwhelming.
So now that we've had our appetizer, I wanted to find the perfect place for some down-home Southern cooking.
And I found that right here at Chef Art Smith's Homecoming Florida Kitchen. So I got the thigh-high chicken biscuits. They're 3 biscuits topped with Chef Art's famous fried chicken thighs and with a side of their hot honey sauce. So this is perfect Southern food. We've got a biscuit and fried chicken with hot honey sauce and barbecue pickles. You can't get more Southern than that. That's why I wanted to come to this particular restaurant here at Disney Springs to sink my teeth into these bad boys, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But first, I'm gonna dunk it in this hot honey sauce. Let's take a bite and dig in. Oh wow, this is insanely good. The chicken is nice and juicy, nice and plump. The batter that they use to fry it with has a nice evening amount of spices. Nothing too overbearing, nothing that takes away from the flavors of that really nice plump chicken and that delicious Southern biscuit, but it's that hot honey sauce that is really the star of this show. To eat this without that hot honey sauce is a crime against humanity. It really is. It really lacks something without that sauce. That becomes the star of the show. Up in the north, when you order fried chicken, you're gonna get honey mustard sauce on the side. Very few places up in the north, in the east, even out west, are gonna have this hot honey sauce. They're gonna serve you honey mustard sauce. But this hot honey sauce, this is the sweetness that we are so lacking in other forms of cuisine around the country. Man, I am loving Southern cooking down here in Florida. Woo! And man, I'll tell you, if I wanted good old-fashioned Southern cooking here at Disney Springs, I have just found it right here with this. You know, some people think that Southern cooking has a tendency to be really heavy, really starchy, really fried and greasy food. And it doesn't have to be. And as a matter of fact, it can be some of the most unique and flavorful meals you've ever had. But you really got to get it down here in the South. If this was a restaurant that was like in my home state of Minnesota, I don't think it would work as well as it does down here in Florida. But this is what I love about Disney Springs, because you can find tons of junk food around here, like any place around Disney or any fair or any carnival. But you can also find restaurants that actually have really amazing, wholesome, delicious local food like this bad boy right here.
Ducks, don't get angry. This is chicken. I'm eating chicken.
All right, guys, I just got the notification. I've been waiting 3 hours to get into Gideons.
Gideons is not just a bakery, it's an experience. A gothic, mysterious, and sweetly spooky experience. It may be the only bakery that is decorated like an old library in a haunted mansion.
Look at this place. It's tiny in here. No wonder why they had the line, but look at this artwork over here. I want all of this in my house right now.
And it's not just about the original paintings of ghouls and fiends on the wall that make this place amazing and that keep people waiting for literally hours just to step inside.
Look at this display as soon as you walk in. Oh, how cool is this? This looks exactly like my house. Sort of. If my house looked like this, it would.
It's all about the cookies. Each one of these handmade masterpieces weighs almost a ½ pound each, and there are only a few select ones to choose from, with specialty cookies and limited items available from time to time. But because these handmade one-of-a-kind cookies are in short supply, there is a limit to only 6 cookies per customer, and you simply can't forget about the cakes. Their cakes are made from scratch, and their selection changes daily, so you'll have to find out what they have on the day that you visit. This is not only the coolest bakery you've ever been in, but it's by far the best place to visit here in Disney Springs.
I'm gonna do a banana bread cookie.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Awesome. It's gonna be $6.39.
$6.39. So you got this smoking grate here. What is this?
It's my gargoyles. They're making my cookies for me.
Like gargoyle geckos?
You know, like gargoyles. Like the gargoyles you saw out there.
I know. I have gargoyle geckos. So
Oh, gargoyle geckos.
are there really gargoyles in there? I mean, that is tremendously hot right now. I should really be taking my hand away.
Here you go, Fred.
Oh, thank you. Change.
Yeah, do you want your receipt?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
All right, so 3-hour wait to get into Gideons. Man, as soon as I stepped inside, I could see that was well worth the wait. And as soon as I saw these cookies, I mean, these aren't just cookies. Look at these. Oh my God, they're all wrapped up like this. I mean, this is not a cookie. That is like a mondo. It's like if a cookie and a cake got together, unceremoniously had a child in a fit of sweetness love, and they would produce this. I don't know, I'm making this up as I'm going along, really, but look at this monster cookie. I mean, I've never seen a cookie this big, and this was well worth the wait. So I got the banana bread chocolate chip with walnuts. I am a sucker for banana bread. I'm digging into this thing. Look at this, oh man. Oh, this is the best damn cookie I've ever had. So worth the 3-hour wait. This is the most incredible, densely packed, unbelievably delicious cookie I've ever had in my life. There's like 2 different kinds of chocolate chips on here. There's like semi-sweet and milk chocolate. So you get both of those chocolate flavors in one bite. And then that savory and sweet banana bread hits you. I'm telling you, when you sink your teeth into something like this, you just have this overwhelming thankfulness that you're not dead. This is absolute heaven right here. So I'm gonna save the rest of this, but this was well worth the 3-hour wait to get into Gideons. Just the atmosphere and the way that place is so really amazingly designed. And the cookies. Of course the cookies. These are absolutely insanely delicious. So guys, if you are planning a trip down here to Florida to come to Disney World, do not skip Disney Springs. The best thing about this place is not just the amazing food that's here, not the amazing shopping, but that it's actually free to get in. So let's see how close we came to $100. Well, we didn't make quite the $100, but then when you add Florida state taxes, let's see what we got. And there you go. So guys, if you're hungry for more, there's a video to watch right there. If you're starving for more, there is a playlist to binge right there. So now I've got to figure out how to get into Disney World for free. There's got to be like some stupid timeshare presentation around here I can get free